All right, James, I think you've been training with me for over a year and a half now.
Yes.
So where
Yep.
were you at in your fitness journey before you came to me?
So fitness was a massive part of my life. I was a Division One athlete. I played semi-pro. I even had a couple looks at the pros, and like fitness was a part of my life. And it was always for my mental health. I played a lot of soccer. I did a ton of running, and I periodically would get in and out of the gym. But like before we met, I just was like, dang, um I just had never had the physique I wanted. Like playing at a high level sports, I'd look to my left and my right. I see my buddies, they'd be looking pretty good, shredded, and I just wasn't getting there. And a lot of that I think was due to like overtraining and under eating. And so reaching out and getting with you, I not only got better at lifting, but I learned the science behind why we do things the way we do. Proper technique with lifting, proper nutrition. Um, I was doing way too intense cardio. So it's like steady state cardio that's still challenging, but it's not going to kill you. Um, and I just learned to treat my body better and yeah, go from there. I hope, sorry, I hope that
I
answered your
got it.
question.
Yeah, you did good. So
Okay.
based off like what you said you were extremely under eating because I think you were at how many calories were you eating before we started?
19, I think it was like 1900.
1900 as a grown man was
Yeah,
insane.
30,
And you're not a
35.
small guy, so
Yeah.
that's insane. So how was the change from me bringing up your calories to 2500 when we first started?
Yeah, well, I just got more energy and it also lowered my stress levels. Um, so what ended up happening is I could lift more. And then I wasn't killing myself on the cardio. I was challenging myself, working up a sweat, getting my heart rate up into zone two, but not obliterating myself. So bumping up my calories, I saw results pretty quick. Like my body loved it, my muscles loved it. And I finally understood what you had explained to me several times is like if you undereat, your body's going to start eating muscle to survive. And so I started having robust levels of protein and also, we started talking about, I mean, we've naturally gone there throughout my work with you, just eating natural whole foods, staying away from the fake sugar stuff. Um, yeah, even though, for example, a protein bar that's got zero sugar, low carb, but has just packed full of fake stuff, you know, and so it's like I was getting my protein eating wholer, more satiating foods that were natural. And so I just kind of like really got results pretty quickly.
Got you. And how was your relationship with food before we started?
Yeah, it was unhealthy in the sense that it derives from maybe, personal things. Also being competitive in that competitive world, there's a lot of anxiety about will I have my spot on the team? Will I have not? So I like in my head created this weird way of like, oh, I'm becoming more powerful and better by my, I can secure my spot on the team if I eat less and I'm going to be faster on the field. And I quickly realized that that's not the way it is. And then also you helped me see that there's a lot of misinformation out there from other fitness. Not to target anyone, but like there's just general misinformation. Carbs are bad. No carbs make your veins pop, can make your muscles pop in certain contexts. Um, and just yeah, and so kind of shifting that mindset about what actually is healthy, I learned that under eating is not healthy. I was not gaining any advantages. And so we started talking about eating healthy and shifting my mindset on there. And then I started to actually really see advantages.
All right, so me and you, we always talk about the mental battle when it comes to fitness. Like I always told you, like even before we started, it's more than just
Yeah.
food, it's more than just working out. It's a whole live mental battle. So can you just discuss some of the your mentality throughout the time we've been working together and how it's changed and how it's improved?
Yeah. So I used to, again, like I used to go to the gym. I'm like, I want to be the fastest, fittest, strongest guy here. So like even early on in your program, I'd be like doing a lifting session. I'd look next to someone next to me to see what they're doing. I'd get off track quick. But we talked a lot about focusing on our lifting cadence and focusing on what I can do, not being worried about what others can do. So there was that, the mentality piece. And then also we've shifted away from This is something I brought to the table as part of your program. Well, I need to obliterate myself every day. I got to hit hard on the cardio. I got to go as heavy as I can on the weights. And we talked about go as heavy as you can, but do not sacrifice form. Take it so lift slow and in control. Don't use momentum because otherwise you're not going to hit your muscle groups. Um, you're going to lose your gains. So just shifting my mentality to a more secure place, saying, I'm James. I'm on this program. I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it well. And I'm going to be secure in myself.
I like to work out a certain way. Like me and my friend, like we get in the gym, we literally obliterated ourselves. So I
Yes.
kind of agree with you. Like, because when I first started, I started off really, really under eating, overachieving, being on the
Mhm.
treadmill for hours, strength
Yep.
training, four sets till failure, 6 days out of the week, and it really beat my body up. So I see myself
Yes.
in you.
Yes.
So I think that's why we were able to just, I was
Oh
able to
yeah.
understand you. And some natural athletes, a lot of us need a coach. That's what a lot of people don't explain because it's
Yes.
it's really easy. Like even right now, I hurt my shoulder because I was doing way too much. I ended up, oh yeah, I got it. I could push through it. And I ended up hurting myself because I didn't have a coach at the time to tell me, hey man, chill
Mhm.
out. So
Yep.
that's also an important way to have a coach. So what would you tell
Absolutely.
someone who's thinking about reaching out and really is questioning if they need that guidance or not?
Oh, you know what? You can look, like you said, the coaching piece is important. It's massive because it's not like and your coach you're great to work with. It's not like you're this expert saying, no, do it this way. I told you to do it. No, you're flexible, you're mindful. The coaching there is like it's this guiding and support. And you, of course, you can go to the gym, you can buy the online programs where you don't have any contact with the instructor, and you can have it in writing. But there's something about the the support and coaching you get one on one that just enhances your confidence in the gym. And when you're feeling better in the gym, you're lifting better, you're calmer. There's less anxiety about, am I doing this right or not? When you're in direct contact with a coach such as yourself. And so, yeah, we meet once a week, but that fires me up throughout the week, and I'm less anxious in the gym because I know I'm doing it right. I have the guidance and support. And when you do the programs, where you purchase a package and you get the blueprint, but you don't have access to a coach. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that can work, but having the guidance and support and expertise available to you reduced my anxiety tenfold. And so I was much more confident in the gym. And I started to receive results way quicker. Like your first 3 month program, I had done several 3 month programs prior that were just major chain, just buy it, here's the blueprint. And don't get me wrong, I got some results. I felt good about myself, but having the coaching angle is just a cheat code. It's a hack to double your growth. It's like, you put in the effort, but it's like you get a double return on that effort when you pay and have access to the coach. So that's why I highly recommend it. It's a great, you have to do it. You got to have a coach. And just real quick, like you said, as an athlete at the highest level I was playing, I was under a coach every day for like for everything. And then all of a sudden that's taken away from you and you're out in the world and people think, well, oh, you're an athlete, you've been at a high level, you know what you're doing. No, you don't. You still need that support. So that's my answer there.
Yes, sir. And you're actually started off doing some calisthenics. I'm all about sustainable fitness, but you're an
Yes.
athlete. I know you're competitive. So I started giving you some calisthenic workouts. How have you been liking those?
Love them. Love them. They were super challenging at first, like because they gas you. But and this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. When you go that hard for that, you're always on a time frame, so you know you can handle it. So calisthenics for me, I just didn't know how much you could challenge yourself with just your body weight. And as an athlete, I just sometimes look in the mirror after the calisthenics stuff, and you're like, damn, you just feel like the return is way higher. It's like
Mm.
double. And no offense to weights, I love weights. Weights make me feel strong too, but I think calisthenics is you get that mental edge too to feel like really strong. And then also physically, like I said, sometimes these past few weeks, I've been doing the calisthenics now for over 6 weeks. You look in the mirror and you're just like, you feel like a little more pilled, a little more shredded.
I said like before, sustainable fitness is my thing. Do you feel like you can
Yes.
take the knowledge I gave you for the rest of your life. You can use that, implement it, and even give it to your son. Because I remember when we first started working out,
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, man, you go do the workouts with your son.
Yes. Yes, this is sustainable because and that's I think I remember you told me that when we first started working together. I didn't realize it till after the program. I was like, dude, I gotta stay on Trainer Rise. I gotta keep seeing you. Yes, sustain what the system has been set up for sustainable because I know you even pushed back at me in the start because I was like, oh, I want abs for the beach in 3 months. And you're like, okay, well, I could get you there, but you're gonna be miserable. And as soon as this program's over, you're gonna cut cut off from me and then, maybe do a crash diet or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so I hung in there and now it's like sustainable fitness has been incorporated into my lifestyle. So no matter what, with the knowledge I've learned from you and in diving into this lifestyle, I'm gonna just find a way to do cardio every day and try to lift weights very intentionally for 45 minutes to an hour. And it fits well within my work schedule. It's something, of course, I can share with my son. So I can't wait to do. I mean, he's 9 now, but when he gets 15, 16, one thing that's benefited me too, I still play soccer. A lot of the workouts we did increased some of my speed and quickness. So I can't wait to get him in the gym when he's ready.
He's gonna be
Um,
a beast.
man, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, he should. So yeah, man, it's the sustainability piece. It was worth hanging in because maybe I was like the first 2 months, I was like, man, I just want to do a cut and get pilled but then sure, I could have done that for the summer and then taken 2 months off in the fall. And then who knows where I would have gone. Now it's like since we started working, I've worked out every day on Trainerize according to the
Never missed
plan.
a workout. Never
Yeah,
missed a workout.
yeah.
So you're 37 years old, you work a job, you have a son, you have
Mhm.
responsibilities, but you still find a way to make it to the gym, work out. What is your advice to other men around your age that always say they don't have enough time, that say they got to do this with their kid? Like, what is your advice to them?
Well, the hack that I was doing a little bit on my own already, but you really encouraged me to pursue it was like, dude, it's the best way to start your day. Get up early. And so I'm not gonna lie, for 2 months, getting up early at 5 a.m., 4:45 a.m. was painful. After 2 months, and you've talked about this too, it's just clockwork. Your body's used to it. I train my body to work out from 5 to 7 or whatever. And so 5 to 8, I get up at 5 around there. I get to the gym or whatever. But that window from 5 a.m. to 8 is just for me. It's quiet. I can have my pods in if I need to. The gym's pretty mellow, and I just get it done um, right away. And then it's the best way to set up my day. So by the time I get to my office, even on a busy day with my son, if you get your work in before 8 a.m., you're good to go. You can do whatever you want from 8 to, and I usually go to bed around 10 p.m. So from 5 to 8 that's my me time. And it's been really therapeutic in the sense to say, putting my phone off, except for music and podcasts, and I'm working out. And then by 8 a.m., I roll into the office. I feel like ready for what the day's going to bring to me.
And also, we had to structure your workouts because I think you have one, two, or one. When we first started, you had two home workouts. Then the other days were in the
Mhm.
gym. You were only in the gym for four, I think 4 to 5 days. And you were
Yes.
in the gym 6, 7 days out of the week. Like the other days that I didn't prescribe, like you went in there and you were just, it's because you wanted
Yeah.
to. So
Yeah.
you weren't in the gym every day and you still seen a lot of change.
hmm Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, it's fun. Like, and I just learned the power of fasted cardio. So like there's no pressure either with it now. Now that I know the hacks, you just wake up and do it. So like let's say I've done my 5 days, 5 lifting days, and it's a Saturday or Sunday. I think that's how I structure it, those days off. I'll just pop into the gym for 30 minutes on the tread or go on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes. And it's just nice. It just feels good.
It was amazing. That's what I do. I wake up every single morning, do my fasted cardio, and I work out later throughout the day.
Yep.
Yeah, man.